Hey folks, it's Jim. This is the little RADDY RF750, and it is the little tiny radio right here. This is it right here. Will fit easily in this coffee cup. This is a standard coffee cup. The one I usually drink out of is pretty big. But anyway, what this does, it is a shortwave radio. It is weather band. It is AM/FM, and it does a really good job. It comes with this extra 10-foot antenna with a nice copper sleeve around the end, so you pick up decent shortwave as long as you're at reasonable. Down in this holler here, I don't pick up good shortwave with the radio. Indoors, outdoors, I can pick up about 3 shortwave, which is rare. Okay, so but when I go up about 50 feet on one of the hills that I climb for my bike ride to get out of here, anywhere I go I have to climb to get out of here. So I climb one of the hills, and then it picks up about 8 different shortwave hits, which is fantastic for such a small little package, okay? And the antenna does go down, so look at how easy this would be for BugOut. Again, it will fit inside your coffee mug and with a lot of room to spare. It's only 2 inches by 3 inches by about 1 3/4 inches wide, or 1.5 inches wide. Okay, so it's probably bang for the buck, and as small a package as is for BugOut, that's what I really love. The next thing I really love more than anything is this battery life. Okay, the battery life is insane. All right, I think I haven't charged this for a week, and of course I just listen to it for about a half an hour every night. But the battery life is just insane. And when we're talking about emergency preparedness, that's probably the primary thing we want, since there probably won't be power, And it will charge with a USB-C cord. A little 5-volt solar panel will probably do the job if you happen to have one laying around. And here I have it next to the Buffang. This is a new Buffang that I picked up, ham radio. And I got that at a reasonable price. I bought these two together. For some reason, I got this at about $30, and I got this at like $35, which was insane for this radio. This is the newer 8-watt dual antenna. Comes with the mic, the earpiece. It comes with everything, okay? The external microphone, so you can drive and talk and all that. And yeah, just an amazing setup that I got, and I couldn't believe it. Anyway, both of these together for $72. And what do I have here? A really good compact. And the main thing with this was it came with 2 batteries. I think it was a fluke. I've never seen a dual battery Buffang 8-watt ham at that price, and I don't know how I got it that cheap. I really don't, folks, because it's not that price right now. But maybe it will come for Black Friday, so keep that in mind, and maybe you can get. Right here, I feel very confident that this I can listen to for days, not hour upon hour and hour, but I can listen, pick up my weather channels, pick up radio stations, and all of that, shortwave and everything, especially if you're at higher elevation with this extra 10-foot antenna. It's insane the amount of shortwave you can actually receive. And when it all goes down, internet's going to be gone, cell phones are going to be gone. More than likely, right? Especially if it's a nuclear event. And what do we need? Get inside, right? Get secure and get informed. Those are the main things we're going to need for any emergency, let alone a possible nuclear event. Now, I bring that up because remember our RF bags. And one of the things I didn't do on that video where I was putting the Geiger counter in the RF bag is to get an anti-static bag, okay, to go inside of our RF bag. So something non-conductive. It can be several of the products you order electronic-wise will come with anti-static bags all right, that will work fine, non-conductive, to put inside of our RF bags to give us a decent EMP protection, right? So this will easily fit in here with the antenna rolled up and wrapped and all that. And so now I feel confident that I can keep this safe for bug out. The only problem is I like it so much. I'm using it in the garage. I'm using it outside. I'm using it, you know, several places. And I'm using it too much. I'm listening to the radio at night. You know, I like mystery radio and, you know, the old time radio shows, music, all of that. This thing does a fantastic job for everything. And it's a great little receiver. The only downside that this has is this the old barrel style tuner. So you have to be, and you got so much going on in that little barrel that you have to be very slow when you tune it, okay? But let's see what we can get in here on FM. Radio. See if I can see it. And, well, missed it. All right.
Massachusetts, York, traffic and fast.
So that was Massachusetts. I don't know what station this is, but you see how easy it is to tune in. And as for your weather band, it's pre-programmed for every region in the country. It's a nice little speaker. I can turn it up more. I don't want to. But, you know, it's a great little radio. And the battery life is off the charts good. And that's what we're going to need in an emergency situation. And so with my Bofang, this has 2 batteries. So like I say, it was an insane deal. I've got a great little comm center here for not a lot of money, right? And but the main thing is the the RF750. Now, a lot of hammers are out there demoing this for you, so go out and watch their channels. I'm down in a holler here, so I can't do the shortwave example for you, but many of them have to show you that this really works well. This extra 10-foot antenna really does a good job, in my opinion. It also is Bluetooth enabled, and it takes an SD card as well for memory with stuff you want to record or whatever, and whatnot. So this is a phenomenal little unit. It's just amazing. And the fact that it does the weather band so easily is great. And then all of your AM FM channels are fantastic, by the way. And that's part of the reason why I like it. In this little box that looks like a gimmick, because it looks like the old Prick 77 radio. Any of you guys who were in the service for quite a while probably remember the old Prick 77. And that's the body style they gave this, which I thought was going to be gimmicky. But then I listened to a couple of guys I trust on YouTube, Hammers, and they talked about it. And I said, wow, I got to try that little sucker out. And sure enough, I had a coupon, plus it was on sale. It is on sale right now. I think you can get it for $32.50. And again, I can't stress this enough, how long that battery life is. It's phenomenal. You're not going to listen to it 24/7 in an emergency. You're going to turn it on for 5 or 10 minutes every hour, hopefully, and this thing will go days for you, okay? And that's what we want. If you don't have the possibility of recharging or whatever, you want something that's going to last a while. That's why I upgraded to this newer Bofang. Besides, I just wanted to, and I love radios. Being into RC and all that, I'm into radios too. So and this has dual antennas, everything, dual batteries, and I really love it. But you can see the size comparison, and it fit. This is a standard coffee mug, okay? I didn't bring my one I usually use because that's a huge oil drum, but this is a standard coffee mug, and look at how tiny that radio is for bug out, right? I mean, you don't want to be packing a big bulky thing. You just want to pack what's going to get the job done, right? And right here, I have a great comm system, don't I? And a great little radio, and that speaker is far better than I expected. It really is. That speaker is way better than I expected, as you heard there, and I didn't have it turned up all the way. And it's got some heft to it. So that magnet on that speaker is probably pretty good. And the electronics are probably pretty good in there, as others have attested to. Go out and watch some, again, more reviews from ham operators on there. By the way, GRMS now you have to be licensed for, so you might as well go GRMS and get your ham license all at the same time. Since you're going to be studying anyway, you can probably schedule that for back-to-back tests and get it all done in one day, in a couple of hours. Don't screw around on these radios without your license, please, because the fine is absolutely not worth it. I like to fly drones. I had to get my FCC license, okay? It's just the way it is. And you don't want to have to eat one of those fines. It is not worth it, okay? And now even GRMS, we have to get a license for. And the power continues to increase. They're letting us use more and more power as standard for civilians and all that. If you've got a base station, power's pretty much unlimited, right? But when it comes to handhelds, they've always tried to limit us and whatnot. And that's part of the reason why I went for this radio, because of the dual antenna setup. And it's a good one. Everybody raves about it, and I just wanted it. So now I've got 3 Bafangs, and oh well. I'll probably have 4 before the year's out. I just like playing with the handhelds. And it will help. If I'm ever in a unit, I can give somebody another radio and da-da-da. We've got comm from quite a distance. You know, and you can also hit repeaters and all that other stuff. So, and remember, when all this goes down, ham radio is tried and true in all emergency situations to supplement the EMS system. And this is factual for as long as I can remember, okay? And when it all goes down, cell phones, internet, all that's going to be gone. But what will remain is radios. And many people think, oh, the repeaters and all that are going down. These guys who run this stuff can repair anything. So the likelihood that the ham radio network is going down, I don't think is there. All right. These guys will get this stuff up and running. They all play with RC and stuff and radios and electronics. Everybody has soldering irons, knows their components. So they're going to get things up and running again. But what you're going to need is a radio to get that information. And as for BugOut, look at that tiny little package. Shortwave, AM, FM, and weather band. $32 right now on Amazon. You know what I mean? I'm not telling you what to do, but I love this little radio. I absolutely do, because how long the battery life is and the fact that they give us this extra antenna to go with it. For that price is excellent, in my opinion. I might buy another one just to have an extra battery because I keep playing with it so much. I need one to stay fresh in my bug out. Anyway, hope you're all doing well. Hope life's treating you good. Jim out.